we're also in a place where illegal aliens are just not being accommodated the way that they need to be. And we have this woman. This is in Rochester, New York.
Yeah, and that's a key to this whole thing, I think. Yeah.
Check this out. Illegal alien.
Yanidi Pena. She was overcome with emotions.
Oh.
She feels the weight of the world on her right now.
What's this?
It took her and her children a month and a half to get from El Salvador to Mexico, where they crossed the country into Texas.
Illegally.
They got moved to New York City, and they were in a housing program that sent them here to Rochester. They arrived in January of this year and lived.
Did they walk from Texas to Rochester, New York? They were moved. Okay, so obviously we foot the bill to send them to New York. The airfare accommodations, okay? But it took them a month and a half to get here. Whose fault is that? We didn't tell them to do this. What? Why is that even a consideration here? That's what they chose to do, to come here and sneak across the border illegally. And then once we have them in our custody, then we fly them to New York for a better life. All right, let's see.
They got a housing program waiting for them up there.
Okay. They arrived in January of this year and lived at the Holiday Inn downtown for 4 months. And they were moved here 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Okay, it's a nice apartment.
Listen to this.
It's very traumatic.
Okay.
Very traumatic.
She says it's been quite traumatic. Everything that was told to us to come to Monroe County, to Rochester, hasn't been fulfilled.
Oh,
do you like America?
No. Do you like America?
Yes.
See?
Pero no Rochester.
Oh.
But not Rochester.
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to stay in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Just not Rochester.
Yeah, just not Rochester.
Now I can understand.
Yeah.
We got there. It makes sense now.
To come here illegally and not only not be punished, but instead you're actually rewarded with a free living. And that comes at the expense of hardworking, law-abiding American citizens. Then to further have the unmitigated gall to bitch about it publicly?
Well,
it's one of the most outrageous scenarios I think I've ever seen. What's going on right now?
Okay, but Rochester, Pat.
I know. Yeah, it's not. She's not living in Hollywood.
Yeah. See, like I can
it's
get
not
on board.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah, what you're saying in a general sense, I totally am on board with. But then I think the trump card at the end is
it's Rochester.
Pero no Rochester.
Yeah. How about this? As I'm handing you free food and shelter, you just go ahead and spit in my face repeatedly. How about that? Also, make sure that you tell me in no uncertain terms how your accommodations are not up to your very strict standards of excellence. Okay.
She's from where? Guatemala? Is that what they said?
I think it was Guatemala or El Salvador. Let me vow right now that we are at this moment working, Pumpkin, to move you to a 5-star hotel suite in Beverly Hills, California, and provide Michelin 3-star quality meals in your room, so you don't have to go anywhere to get it. 3 times a day. We'll do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Of course, snacks 2 or 3 times a day as well.
Just a 3-star?
And this we will do for you until such time as the permanent Vanderbilt reproduction mansions we're building for you are completed. So you only have to stay there for a limited time, and then we'll get your mansion all built and ready for you.
I have a follow-up question.
But first, I know this is going to be traumatic, to be moved again. But in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll provide constant 24/7 counseling for you and your family. And for that matter, your family members back home in Guatemala or El Salvador while this horrific stress in your life continues. And let me just please sincerely and wholeheartedly apologize and beg your forgiveness for any and all inconvenience that breaking our laws and being completely taken care of anyway has cost you. We recognize, that we're bad people. We just are. Yeah. And we understand that our feeble, pathetic efforts could never rise to meet your needs and the quality that you demand and the beautiful, glamorous cities where you should be taken. But please bear with us as we strive to fulfill your every need and desire. Please. I mean, it's the very least we can do since you came here and disrespected us and spit in our face in every conceivable way. We just want to make it as comfortable for you as we possibly can. So what city should it be? Where should we take you? You want to go to Manhattan? Is that where you want to be? New York City? Los Angeles? Chicago? Maybe you don't like big cities. Maybe we take you to Des Moines. I don't know.
So she gets to choose where the mansion is built?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
I think so.
That's what I was interjecting with. I wanted to make sure that the mansion that you're building for her
is in her location.
Thank you. It's not in Rochester.
Yeah. Because she does like it in the United States, just apparently not Rochester, New York, United States.
And I mean, I sympathize with her in that respect.
We all do. We all do.
Like, I got on the wrong plane.
Yeah.
When I got to the airport and they said, where do you want to go? I just thought, Rochester sounds nice. Boy, I really messed that up.
I wonder if we even asked. Did we even bother to ask? Where would you like to be flown?
That is true, because I went back. She is from the Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic?
So she went from Dominican Republic to Mexico.
Well,
and then...
Wait, they said it took a month and a half to get there.
Exactly.
Start from the beginning, Joe. Hang on.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Hang on. Did it say? Where did she originate? Where did she originate?
It said on her lower third.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Pena. She was overcome with emotions. She feels the weight of the world on her right now.
Look at her. She sure does.
It took her and her children a month and a half to get from El Salvador to Mexico, where they crossed the country into...
Yeah. Where'd you get Dominican?
Keep going, Joe. Just goes forward, and you'll see her lower third. She fled from the Dominican Republic.
Okay, so initially she was in El Salvador.
Yeah.
She went from Dominican.
Right there. There it is. So
to
family fled. Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Mexico.
That's not what the William Shatner news anchor said. This is Yaniri Pena. She has traveled so far to Rochester. I could, I could get her a plane ticket back.
Yeah, right.
To El Salvador, if you like.
Yeah, we could do a GoFundMe and get that done. Probably in 5 minutes, I'll bet. Beat it. And we're supposed to, our hearts are supposed to ache and bleed for her.
Honestly, though.
Oh, my gosh.